basketball when I was 11 years old. There's a family friend who was coaching a local basketball team, under 12s, and I started playing then and played right through to still the current day. Ended up playing with my brother, which was a great highlight of my career. Success was just hard work, playing through the club roster, and then got picked in the Tasmanian under-16 state side in 1984, and the actual championships were at Eltham, which was Dowling Street, and we came second, which was the highest place the Tasmanian men's teams ever finished. And we got beaten in the final by Victoria Metro, who had a blonde kid called Shane Hill, and he had 32 on us in the final. We lost by about 10 or 12, but it was a thrilling week. We had a good even side, and all the guys could play a bit. We never thought we'd do as well as we did in that year. We played against Western Australia and beat them by a point in a semi-final, and they had Andrew Vlahov and Luke Longley. And although they're only 15 years old, they were still 6'8" and 7 foot. So we had a terrific week. I think we won 5, lost 2, and obviously one of those was the final. Would have been lovely to win, but that's the way it goes. Played Seabull for 10 years, played nearly 200 games with originally the Launceston Orchard Ocelots, which was the inaugural season, which was 1987, and it went on to be the Launceston Tigers, so I played there for 10 years. Thoroughly enjoyed it, made a lot of great friendships over the years with the players and coaches that are still around, and captained the side for 3 years, which was a great honour. Biggest on-court achievement, I suppose, is playing with your mates and winning premierships, but also as I've got older, coaching my daughters and their basketball teams right through from under 10s through to under 18s, and also helping develop the young players nowadays in the north of Tasmania. You learn a lot from playing and coaching and dealing with people. And it's just a great learning experience, and a lot of quality people in Tasmanian basketball. Played a lot of basketball in the north of the state, and also I played in the Northwest Basketball Union. But certainly in the north of the state, I had a good run with injuries. Played a lot of Division 1, and then once I got to about 39-40, I played Division 2. But the last sort of 15 years, I've coached young adults, Division 1 men that are coming through between 14-year-old and 24-year-olds, and which I'm presently doing at the moment, and thoroughly enjoy working with those young guys. They go from being 14 or 15 to being 20 and young men, whether they go into the US college system or make state sides or just play locally or move away with work or get full-time employment, study. It's just, I see myself not so much as a coach, well I am a coach, but certainly as a mentor for those young guys. Certainly to have an NBL side where young players can aspire to make that Jack Jumpers is thrilling for them, and it really gives them a real good pathway. You've got the likes of Sardines, who's just signed with the Jack Jumpers. He may end up going to college in the States, but have at least 1 year and hopefully many more years with the Jack Jumpers when he comes back. One piece of advice for any aspiring basketballers, Jack Jumpers or whatever they are, male or female, is get fit, get yourself in super condition, and also train hard. If you do that, you can achieve anything. It's an honour to be part of the Bloodline group, the inaugural Bloodline group, and there's certainly some great other Tasmanian people, whether they be basketballers or coaches or administrators in that Bloodline group, and exciting times ahead. We've been crying out for an NBL team for many years since the Devils folded in the mid-90s, and it's just going to be an amazing time. And very excited about who will be on the playing list and who will be in the coaching team, and can't wait to see them play.